Good morning. I think nobody died last night. I didn't die, you didn't die. It was very surprising. Unbelievable surprising. Your life is not completely in your hand, but able to survive. That's very surprising. It's not in your hand. But able to survive. So, every hour, every minute, every second, and especially we met Buddhadharma, not just human being, precious human being, but we met Buddhadharma. Wow, 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 wow. Most amazing. And then especially Mahayana teaching, and especially Mahayana teaching Sutra, then Mahayana teaching tantra. Wow, wow, wow. The quick path to enlightenment. In particular, the Lama Tsongkhapa teaching. That's amazing. Amazing. It's a miracle. It's a over miracle. But not sure how many years we have, months we have, how many weeks we have, how many days we have, how many hours we have, how many minutes, how many seconds we have. Can't tell. Can't really tell. Truthfully, you can't really tell. So that's amazing. Each hour being alive. Each day, each hour being alive. Each minute, each second being alive. That's most amazing. It's most amazing. So it's hard to believe. Hard to believe. It's like that. There, Kasade. Recently, the India, I think in Delhi, the chairperson in India, our center's chairperson, I don't know, what's her name? B. Yeah. D. Yeah, so her mother, nothing wrong. Her no blood pressure, nothing. She came in the front of her mother, then just died. Bad, just recent, I think it's, I think 1 month ago, right? 1 month. Then, you remember to the Pende, the ex-monk, his parents, at the home, they were talking to the father, mother talking to other. The father turned face like this. Then, but they were talking, there's not a heavy sickness, nothing. Talking. Then her father turned face, mother dead. So that. I think that's quite some time ago. And then I think one lady, I heard is talking, but in America, she was walking on the road, talk. Then suddenly she fell down, died. I think, well, impermanence, death, meditation, that is, the gradual path to the Lord, capable of being in general Lamdrim. But I think, including myself, many we don't think important, very down, only you like bodhicitta, but only you like bodhicitta, something good, something nice to hear, not suffering. And but you have to have suffering for others. So otherwise, how could generate bodhicitta? You have to compassion. You have to great compassion to sentient suffering. To be able to really see that, first you have to maintain you are suffering. You are suffering. Samsara. You have to see that so clearly, so strongly. Then you can feel so strong compassion to others. Others is not. It's just compassion between lips. Compassion is in the sky. And nothing. Bodhicitta is nothing. This is play. So that you see. So you have to see your suffering sometimes. You have to realize. It's like it's one being in the center of the fire, or sitting bare body on the thorn bush, tree. So your naked body is sitting there, or like in the teachings, a needle. You put the needle up, then sitting on that needle. So painful. So it's like that, being the samsara. Even now, you feel very relaxed, but you see, like at least like being in prison, you want to be free from that any minute, any second. You want to be free from prison, all like that. Nothing like that. Then you kind of totally distracted with the attachment, and then you can generate compassion to others. You don't feel strong that suffering others. You don't know your own suffering sometimes much. So then even you recite words, it just business lives there. Then difficult to generate bodhicitta in this life. So that it becomes just words. So kind of like that. It becomes nice, but that's it. So this is really, really, really important. Even though it's the Ju Chung Tumon Lamjirinpa graduate path of lower Kilpa in general. You see, then middle Kilpa, then high Kilpa. Then you see, but you see that so important meditation, so important realization, so important those in the monasteries, in those expert Dharma Geshes or the experts knowing Sutra Tantra so well, important realizes, but also just who knows just Lamdrim us, studying philosophy, who don't know much philosophy, study university or monastery, or Lamdrim Lojong. So everyone, the most important. So you don't do that, then you want Buddhicitta, you want completion, you want generation, then reach nowhere. In your life before die, you reach nowhere. You reach nowhere before you die, no reach nowhere. So after now, reach nowhere. So still time before you die, reach nowhere. So it becomes like that. So your mind doesn't and I will develop step by step. It's not there. So that's missing. I didn't finish the other day, but I mentioned, in the West, even a non-Buddhist, billionaires, zillionaires, trillionaires, you see, okay, don't believe reincarnation karma. You see, but suddenly you have cancer, or suddenly heart attack, or sudden death happens. And normally you don't think you're dead. Oh, ignore, try to not think. What's the use of that? But I mean, you see, even you think you're dead, but you don't know what to do with that. You have no idea how to make that useful. No, because not having the dharma, so doesn't know what to do with that. So they ignore. So you ignore. See, that doesn't help. So only by ignoring, okay, now, so we can relax. So that doesn't help in the future. When you die, so then separation. Oh, for separation from family, separation from the separation from your body that you cherish the most among all the sentient beings, numberless sentient beings, numberless helping, numberless hungry, numberless animal, numberless human beings. You cherish your body most, so they're separate from that. They leave you, you leave them. So you know that. I mean, that's the first fear. Suddenly you discover you leave everything. Only the consciousness, like you only take the hair from butter, only butter comes. Hair comes. Hair comes, no butter. That's the first thing. Unbelievable fear. Only the person has a good heart, normally lives a good life. Even doesn't believe in this kind of good heart. You do good, be kind to others. Otherwise, so much suffering. Just that. Then, the next life. You see, even you don't believe it intellectually, but naturally, your heart, you see, feeling here something very fearful, most fearful, terrible, terrifying, most terrible is going to happen to you. You feel that. Even intellectually, you believe there's no reincarnation karma. Intellectually. Words, you say no. But here, feeling many people like that. So, then after that, then can you imagine how unbelievable there. The facing the Lord, Amen. Whoa. Yeah. So the suffering manifested form is like limitless, it's like sky, unbelievable, unbelievable. Like, you see, not the major hell, even the secondary hell, 6 neighborhood suffering. Memang muju wob. The first one, that's Kasura. Lava, you see. So I don't know where. Mountains like this, but mountains all like this, but the lava many street from I don't know from under spring lava. Mountains like that. Lava. So you see this is not the major hell. Second, born in that, born inside that. I wonder why when the lava came from the mountain, so even distance like that, lava is there, but it's so hot. So get melted like stones, and it's not like the human fire. Wow. unbelievable, like that. So, for example, you're born inside the lava. How is it? How is it for you? So you don't believe now. But when you're born there, you didn't get purified, you didn't get actualized part, nothing was done, nothing, only rejoicing for nothing. So you're born there, finished. The result, the cause is not purified. So cause is there, so the result happened already. So you have to experience how many eons of that. So Memamu to whoop, center of the hot red fire, like blood, like lava. So there's a 6 neighborhood disciples. The first one. Churame, last one, churame. Water, but one is fire. Born in there and experience for eons. Until the karma finishes. Churame. So what I think is, they don't come from the sky. They come from down below. I don't know whether scientists have measured or not. How many stories down? I don't know. I haven't heard. Whether they measured the fire, the lava came, how many stories? It was very interesting. So I relate that the secondary health, not the measure of health, secondary health. So Churame or Memamujo, so it came from that. So that I relate to this. Yeah. So you see, so even non-Buddhist, you see, it's like this. Suppose typing a dharma, so if you remember that, you don't know what to do. So it's only causing suffering. So, but if you make dharma, the solution is to practice dharma. Yeah, solution is practice renunciation, then bodhicitta. Yeah. Sorry. Ultimate good heart, the best dharma, emptiness, without talking tantra. So that's very practical. I want to tell you one thing. If you are running the country, running government, best way to run the government is by having limited realization. Think this. By having limited realization. Read the path to enlightenment, correctly following words of the friend, all that, on the basis of that, renunciation, bodhicitta, run the government with the renunciation, detachment. So some sort of pleasure happen. Oh, perfect. So you don't get the problem, using the population for your power, your wealth, your family, to take your family in the world. There was American two towers were destroyed by the karma. usually say Bin Laden, but it's by the people, they come. They come out of the American government road there. So they come out. 4,000 people working there, so they come out. So what it appeared is a condition with Bin Laden, but however, even Bin Laden to harm them, it came from their karma, it came from their mind. It's 4,000 people who suffered, who died there, who jumped, but their karma. So the American people's karma. So that is the correct way of thinking, unmistaken way of thinking, correct way of thinking. So who made Bin Laden to harm, to blow up these buildings? Who? By the people who suffered. People who, 4,000 people who suffered, the American people, their mind, their karma, made him to harm back. You have to understand. You have to understand what Shantideva said. Didra machena, gayang sune michede. Didra machena, if you didn't have harm like this before, gayang sune michede, nobody can harm to you this time. You have got that mind. Just to understand the word, not you have to have cows in your bone, in your brain or bone, cows. Oh, that's Buddha's teaching. If you are Buddhist, you have to follow Buddha's advice, teaching how the world created by the mind, how your world is created by your mind. Your life is created by your mind. That. This is not so reality. Whereas world is not so. The mountains, lakes, oceans, so all that. Even how you see the people, harming you, happy you, angry to you. Yeah, from that, your form, sound, smell, taste, tangible, your form, sound, smell, taste, tangible, all come from your mind. So always recite the Hasuda. So you see, it's not so reality, it came from karma. So you see, when things happen in the world, never think, many people like me, never think karma, never think what Buddha said. It's only outside, only outside. Oh, then you see, the wrong way. Only outside, never release the mind, never came from mind. Oh, then the mind is kind of perfect. Oh, I mean, I don't know. So, only outside, only came from outside. They never solved the problem. It is not so reality. Actually, everything came from the mind. Your life came from your mind, created by your mind. That's the basic thing about Buddhism. Very basic thing about Buddhism. How much you suffer came from your mind. How much you experience happiness, success came from your mind. So what I was going to say, I must finish this. And, I didn't come here to talk on that. But it's very important that this issue is most important to Buddhism. So there's nothing to be upset outside. You see? There's nothing to be upset, to revenge, to nothing to be upset, nothing to be angry, only to generate compassion to others. Patience. Oh, so like if you know, If you don't know, then angry, revenge, kill. Oh, like that happening in the world all the time. Oh, that. So you follow the world. You don't follow Dharma, you follow the world. Then everything, you see, causal suffering, cause happiness, totally wrong. You know? Cause of suffering, which is not that, but you outside cause suffering, people or elements. And they happen, cause happiness first, but do not think. Even one intellect know, but you don't think in daily life, you don't practice. So something else outside. Not your virtue, not your positive mind. So like that. So if you are really practicing Dharma, that's to complain to others, to get angry back, revenge. Nothing. There's nothing there, because anything whoever harms to you is because you harmed. In the past, the first, with your self-cherishing thought, with your anger, with your attachment, 3% mind, harmed the others. So that karma made them to harm you back this time. Oh. So the partner Mahayana, Gaya Suna message, if you didn't harm this way to others in the past, nobody will harm you. Gaya Suna message. 대외 semchen 체질이게. 먼저 다게 semjen라 내가 감사합니다. 먼저 다게 semjen라 딘더와이 너버체. 대외 semchen 체질 다른 너제 대중식. So 먼저 다게 semjen라 in the past. In the past I gave such a harm to others. Therefore, it deserved, I don't have to say, such a rig. How is it, Kishimagaraj? How is that, Maganazare? George, how is that? Kishikana, how do you say? There is such a rig. How do you say English? What does that mean? There is such a rig. Pardon? Huh? What? What did you say?
Just say yes.
Now second translation. Not yes. There is something, I gave such harm to, in the past, to others. So, so therefore, the sin that been harming to me is deserved or worthwhile. You see the character of the personality of the self-cherishing. You can kill others, you can beat, you can do anything, angry, revenge, anything, but nobody can get into me, nobody can criticize to me. So that's the nature of the self-cherishing thought is a dictatorship. People don't like dictatorship. At the moment they don't know, for example, you see, if the dictatorship is Buddha, if the dictatorship is Bodhisattva, by his holiness, wow! People in the world, general people don't know so much. Wow, this dictator, bad! That dictator, but Buddha, Bodhisattva, totally sacrifice life for sending to have happiness. Temporary happiness up to happiness, future life happiness, ultimate happiness, free from samsara, then peerless happiness and enlightenment. you know, in Bodhisattva. Amazing. So dictatorship, I think probably, I don't know dictatorship meaning, who works for his own self-cherishing thought, who works for, the government or population, but using everything to get power and wealth to yourself, to your family. Motivation, self-cherishing thought. Then everybody don't get along. Then personality crash. Then your personality, selfish mind, crash with others. Oh, then don't get along. Then like Syria, so many 100,000 people, so many innocent people, so many 100,000 get killed. They escape from the country. They get sinking in the ocean. So many people, the heavy sink. What to do? What to do? Oh, that. So mainly because it's one person running. Oh, that is, there's a Bodhisattva is the best. Who is a Bodhisattva? Depends how you run. Not just one person, no. Depends how you run. You are using others, government, population, to your power, to get for your power, wealth, or that reputation, or you use a servant to others, have to have happiness, power, happiness, wealth, all the good things for others. Oh, that's true, totally be too different. So people most people maybe don't know much. So so it depends how you run. Anyway, so here you see, Teve Semjen Tseche, Dala Noje Dijung Teve Semjen Tseche. Therefore, Semjen is harming me. Dala Noje Dijung is worthwhile to receive. Was you see, I harmed others. I did. So why not me? One of the sending me harmed him. Oh no, why not? You understand? Semjen Tseche. Dala Noje Dijung Rig. Semjen Tseche. Dala Noje Dijung Rig. Then, see, sorry, my talk came this way. But, okay, but I'm not able to finish. So, most important, the Buddhism is the world came from karma, mind. This is not so reality. You have to remember that everyday life. When you are happy, when you are not happy, suffering. You have to remember everyday life. That is everyday, not dharma. You think it's totally same as people who never met dharma, never know dharma, never learned dharma. Exactly same, your life. Even you be able to speak, what dharma says, but daily life, you're always thinking, because you don't practice, totally like people who never met dharma, never heard dharma. Same way of living life, way of thinking. You see? So that's why you suffer. That's why so much suffering. Like that. So, sorry. Yeah. So they happened in Nalanda, one monk, many years ago. He started maybe Geshika-sang, Geshamba Tekcho, Geshamba Jaso, started Matamika, Yeah, so, yeah, Tangal Lechin Jingbo Lama Tsongkhapa was very, very important teaching. They interpreted the meaning, the good explanation, good explanation, the heart of the good explanation. I started so much. So then he said, he told busily, he told Bisli took care Lama for some years. So he told Bisli, oh, Buddhism doesn't help me. You have to remember this attitude. Buddhism doesn't help me. It didn't give me Buddhism didn't give me happiness. He said, Buddhism didn't give me happiness. He said, He did not. He think practicing Buddhism is just reciting words, the mantras, the commitment. You see, and like university studying Buddhism, you see, professor explains the meaning, then there's the, so they try to get degree. So like that. That none is the practicing Buddhism. No. That alone doesn't mean that. Doesn't that. So you didn't check yourself whether you practice Dharma or not. What means practicing Dharma? So I was going to beginning. I thought to spend time in this 10 animals jewels. But then God didn't happen later. So very important. So he said that Buddhism didn't give me happiness. Huh? So you see, he was believing happiness comes from outside, not coming from his mind. Which is the actual way it's coming from mind. Suffering comes from mind. So happiness has to come from your mind. Not thinking that happiness comes from outside. So Buddhism didn't give happiness. So that. So his idea of Buddhism is just the starting words, wearing the robes and I don't know. So something like that. You see, do not collect any, do not commit any non-virtue, engage in perfect wholesome action, subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. So you see, you never did that. So you see, you question yourself, whether you practice Dharma or not. Yes, you learn Dharma, it means something, but what do you really practice? Didn't question. You don't question that. So as if every day you believe you practice Dharma. So then you see, then you face much suffering. From the mind, much suffering. Then you say at the end, Buddhism didn't give me any happiness. So, if you subdue your mind, then from there, this mind which produces suffering, that reduces. Then the mind which produces happiness rises. So you didn't do that. That's the real practicing Dharma. You didn't do that. You have to know that. So he studied many things, subject. Yeah? So England, London, Madrid, Naranda, Italy. All that. See? He knows many words. But that's what he taught. So not that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So important subject. Once you know that, there's nothing to complain to others, nothing to revenge, nothing to get angry. Only to practice patience. Only to practice patience, only to practice compassion. So that my karma persuaded. That's the sentiment. My karma persuaded. Therefore, I receive this harm. Therefore, I receive this harm. Okay? 대외 semje nyazongna dāngatata malakam. So, 대외 semje nyazongna. By that, so my karma pursued. My karma pursued or pursued? Huh? Pursued. My karma pursued. Therefore, I received this harm. Therefore, so because you gave harm in the past to others, then karma, negative karma, harm. So therefore, that makes the sentient being to harm you now. So, who made the sentient being to harm you now is by yourself. Beginning, you harm the person. Without the cause, there won't be a result. That person sentient being harming to you now. Not possible. No reason. Not at all. So, so other sentient beings, by giving harm to you, then you made other sentient being to fall in the hole of hell. So now he's a human being. Then because of the shaman, they made him to be born, to disappear from the human realm, to be born in the hole of the hell, to fall down or to be born in hell. There's a way to generate compassion. Instead of angry and revenge, you generate compassion and help. After compassion, then you help whatever you can, or physically or mentally. See, at least even reside on my home, dedicate the marriage to him, to be free of, to not be robbed, not be reborn, Lord, and to be free of samsara, to the enlightenment as good as possible. Like that, you see? So you pray. At least even that. So you dedicate out the past. You all that marriage collected from past life, from beginning to now, future. Then 3 times marriage collected by numberless sentient beings, 3 times marriage collected by numberless Buddhas. Then together we dedicate to not be reborn, Lord realms, and forever. Not all this, forever. And then to be born in the Pure Land where he can become enlightened, or receive perfect human rebirth, meet Mahayana teaching, meet perfectly qualified Mahayana Guru, revealing the undistinct path to enlightenment. And by placing most holy mind words, friend, achieve enlightenment as quickly. So best. So yeah, you money being whatever is practice, hard reading Heart Sutta, reading Dharma Sutta, what? I mean, so many things. For him you can do that. At least, even you can't speak or whatever. So, it's so good. Wow, then you should cause enlightenment for yourself. Amazing. So anyway. Then this is how to develop compassion. It's incredible, I said. Yeah, Kasari. Well, I think I did mention to you, I bought land near Lhasa to build a Pamasambhava, 9-story Pamasambhava statue. So, yeah, to bought the land, $1 million. It is said that cost. So the so the so the sorry, one big benefactor of the businessman, Buddhist, who is a Buddhist in Malaysia, I don't know his name. So it's a link to his friend. So when they asked him to build Pamasambhava statue, he didn't say no, but he not very strongly accepted, but didn't say no. Then I went the second time to request him, then he definitely accepted. So he sent his manager to Tibet. He sent his manager. You have to turn that like this, then slowly. It was not like that, it won't work. You have to move like this, then yeah. So he went to Tibet, and then he went on the land. His manager, and he saw notice. There was notice at the other land. It says only $500,000. Actually, that was the land cost. It's not million. So the Tibetan couple who helped us to buy the land, so I mean they planned to have a place for them to build a hotel. So the statue happens. So then in the office, he went to office, then found many false letters. He reported to the benefactor, he reported to the businessman in Malaysia, and then the businessman got angry. And then he says that I mean, not him, that I was cheated by the Tibetan family. So he got angry, and he wanted to put them in prison. So I said, we never do this. So Buddhists never do this. So then, of course, the land lost to the government officially, and so it didn't happen. But of course, after that, built different places. More than 15 years ago, a long time ago, in the temple. So you see, now you see, I realize more and more. Sorry. That they're so kind, unbelievable kind, unbelievable kind to that. to purify my negative karma, collected from past life, cheated others, so to purify my negative karma. If you practice patience, if you cherish them, then you achieve enlightenment from them. So unbelievable kind. They did this. So feel very precious. They are very precious. So, yeah, really appreciate they did this. Unbelievable, precious, kind. Purify past karma that I cheated others. See? Then Katvare, in Singapore, it came to the Amitabha Center a few times. At the abbot of Gabon Monastery, Geshe met them. They said they can build a material project 5 times or 6 times. They have money to build. So I met. She was busy with taking her children. She has 2 children. So the husband explained they have money to build a material project 5, 6 times. And then, then there was some problem. The brother, and then the brother's going to kill her or some, to do with the money. So, So, Gunsang was the main helper, supporter. So Gunsang spent money to all the expenses they traveled. She and Marcel was working for, after a long time working for the governor, the Narendra. So, as Lama's advice to be developed to the business development. So, he's the director of India Material Project. So, the Gunsang's cooking and they spend money to help them. So, escape France and different countries and from one place to another place, the brothers going to kill something to do with the money. So I think 3 years or 1 year. In the beginning past life. So maybe 3 years, I'm not sure. It happened like that. So hoping to get the money for the project. So anyway, it didn't happen. So Kunzang spent, I don't know, $300, $300,000 or something in cooking. So I think all came to Nepal, India, so like that. So then at the end, was in China, and then I said, no, you don't do like this. So I told the message, I sent the message, no, you don't do this. So then she said, we never will hear about her. I don't know whether it means death or I don't know what it means. So then nothing happened. So like that. So anyway, so all this is my past karma. You understand? If it didn't depend on my past karma, there's no reason at all why this happened. You understand? There's no reason at all. You see, without depending on your karma, there's some other way to happen. That means whole entire teaching of Buddha is not true. That becomes like that. Then there's no enlightenment, there's no hell, there's no samsara, there's no nirvana, there's no happiness problem, even daily life. So same, reason karma same. Then nothing exists. You don't exist. Your action, the object do not exist. Same. So that's how this mistake arises. Like that. So like that. And then since I'm talking here, I should mention this. I should mention this also to help with the. One time I was at Dharamsala, I think I told him different place, Kapon and the course. So I went to dialectic school to meet somebody. And then I was coming out. To outside Dalit school monastery. So there's a little hill you go up, So Dalit school teacher who was killed by Toje, who followed Toje, few monks, I think. He was translating 11th path to enlightenment to Heart Sutra or something translating. So there were two Taiwanese monks. They were killed, filled the room with blood. Then the monk who killed the Dalit school teacher, the monk brought a text. Oh, what is this, Genla? Genla, what is this? So here's a knife in the rope. What is this? And then soon the Dalit school teacher felt there's something wrong. What is this? Then he ordered this, then put knife, pew knife. But it didn't seem he was angry, tell school teacher. Like that. Killed and then Catholic. And they planned to kill Kandala as well. They planned to kill Kandala as well. Then Sangpa Rinpoche and Buddhadharma, the senior from Tibet, from private office, Buddhadharma. So they planned to kill. So I think so Kandala usually wears red chuba. so that commonly known the ritual. So that that has to be washed or something. So she wears some other color dress. So she finished talk. So talked and she finished talk in his own palace. So she was bringing talk. She was coming out. The men, the group, the men. There's one man standing outside. He was looking with the eye, with this peering. How do you say peering? Huh? Huh? Staring. Staring. Only this, like this. Staring to Khandala. But they couldn't tell Khandala because the dress color is different, not red. But he got some doubt, staring. So, but didn't kill, didn't harm. Except I. So, yeah, so anyway, he was standing on the hill, on the small hill. I was coming down, going back to Ishtar. So he was looking at me down like this. His nose up in the sky. Also looking at me down. I'm sure I'm very worthy to receive that, him to do that. Of course, I'm totally like pig, pork, like pig, totally combat him. I'm totally pig, pakba, so ignorant, pork, like that. So then I went to Shida. I was staying in the small room, corner of the old Gomba, corner of the small room. I stayed there quite some time. So as I started to sit down, then I felt great kindness of the Dalit school teacher, great kindness. Whoa. Sorry. Anyway, after finishing it. So great kindness, so kind. You see, the kindness, even somebody gave $100,000, you won't feel that, the kindness. The dialectal school teacher, you see, so other, if I'm alone, as myself for the ego, self-cherishing thought, the details I do remember, the self-cherishing thought, the attachment to all the concern, the attachment to this life. So, only develop that. So he's helping me together destroy my ego. He's helping me together to destroy my ego. So felt so much kindness of him. So much kindness. But so I thought to repay kindness, to offer something present to him. But I thought, but then I thought, then didn't happen. So that one is a failure. That was my failure. I thought, but didn't happen. It was a present to buy some present and offer. Whereas my teacher, Geshe Rinpoche, who taught me Dura Baksa, he has many disciples. He's a great, not only Geshe, not only Haramba, but it's a great meditator together. So, yeah, this is the calculate. The calculate. Well, like example, Jabje Son Mache would contradict Jabje Second Tension Mache. Both are very halamas. Jabje Son Mache contradict Jabje Tension Mache. Yes, there's different views, and Jabje Son Mache was the Catholic. Just soon, Tanjiro would say, I think but the Gector, I think the Gector doesn't need the Gaijin, doesn't need the butter to put the backside. Because you are giving this to the interferer gate. You are giving to the interferer gate. So don't need. So don't need. The other Thomas, you need the butter put butter backside. So to not be eaten by gag interferers. So like that. Then Jabje Son says, then in the case you put the butter or the personal or the people's backside. And you put the butter there to not be harmed by gag. by interference, to not be harmed by gag. So you put the butter behind each person, and backside put the butter. So it's contradict. So anyway, among the high lamas, that's like this. So I'm just giving you an example. You see, many high lamas. I mean, example, in Tibet, when I was taking, when Geshe Gomjela died at nunnery, he wanted to receive teachings. Wanted to receive teachings from Benjamin Bajin, great Lama. So on the back, there's the last one. So on the back from Amdo, there's the last one. So I requested. So we have only few students. Most of them went back to Nepal. So then I requested to give the lung of the Kalachara to born the Kalachara Shambhala, to give the lung of that, and then show teaching. So we are offering mandala. So I was thinking, well, Pancharapacha views and his own view, maybe politically, maybe opposite. So I would suffer, the opposite views. What to do if I make a dharma connection? So I was offering mandala. So while I'm offering mandala, I was thinking this. What to do if I make dharma connection? So if there's different views, so, means one says yes, one says no. So I was offering mandala. I was offering mandala. So I concluded, both of them are one Buddha. Both of them are one Buddha. So in the essence, the numberless Buddha, it's all one. One. So all the holy mind is one. When you become enlightened, you become one with all the Buddha. Not only the deity that you actually path, but you become enlightened. You achieve the Guru, you achieve that time, you achieve the Guru, you achieve all the Buddha. So, become one with all the Buddhas. So anyway, so I thought that that's no problem. So one Buddha, no problem. So I decided to say all transmission, Guru and disciple. So I took the prayer to Brown Shambhala, the all transmission. The Rinpoche gave very powerful teaching on the Four Noble Truths. Tibetan message gave up and so this would be recited his teaching to not commit any unlawful, engage in perpetual wholesome, subdue one's mind, the teaching of Buddha. So, which is very powerful teachings. Unbelievable. Then, when Rinpoche passed away, I had a dream in Australia. Rinpoche's holy body is so tall, and Rinpoche wearing, I don't know, wearing robes. In the dream, wearing robes, but not then. And Rinpoche was holding my hand in the road, going holding my hand. So I did that dream, so that Rinpoche passed away in Tibet. Short aspect. So Kasore, yeah. So Geshe, so I gave the example. So the first, so Geshe Mantaje from library. So you see, I said High Lamas, but then I gave an example to you. So Geshe Mantaje, criticized Geshe Rabden. Here today I mentioned him. So usually criticize Geshe Rabden. So when Geshe Mantaje comes to see Geshe Rabden, immediately he tells Geshe Pemba to make momos. You see, but that's not political. Oh, I give a momo, then you stop criticizing me. No, not political at all. That's sincerely from his heart of offering to one who criticizes to you, or sincerely offering. Thank. Oh, not political. No, that. So, offering momo, and immediately sent Geshe Pemba. He's very famous in practicing patience. Never get angry, but many people know, never get angry, but many is. So, send immediately to buy meat, mail again, and to buy offer momo to Geshe Mantaje. So, very happily, sincerely from the heart, to repair the kindness exercise. Oh, that. Often to that. Oh, these are practice. You understand? But the great geshes, holy beings, they do that practice. You have to know. We have to learn from that. Otherwise, you never think Buddhism. You think, somebody abuse me, then all came from outside. So being creative, over creative. You see, then you destroy yourself. You destroy your enlightenment. I'm just thinking, this great geshes who are dharma, holy beings. This is how they practice. You have to know that. So this, okay, I think maybe we should stop. Really, just last night, I didn't finish one quotation. Couldn't, but my mind is very bad, and so couldn't remember. So I borrowed read so. Yeah, like this. I want to inform this very important. Not just said Buddha said quotation, but I want to read the quotation. Jumden the Katzaba, Buddha has expounded. Katzalba is what? Expounded or expounded?
Yeah, expounded talk.
Katzalba. Nai Koni Namsi Tatagala Cheta Mamba Tavi. So Fienam la Chevala Cheba Junsi Yomai. Sonanyamsi Naminim Chida Sange Chilani Sujevi Sheminju. Teje Sange Machimbi Shinda Kusu Yemichi. Tago Lalo Namame Tamanuna Yemichi. Mude Choso Someton Teju Kusu Tuayin. So I think it's example that Nayu Koni Namsis. The four surroundings, my four surroundings, making offering to me now, in the future with the devotion, making offering to the statues, the pictures. There's no slightest differences in the benefits, So making offering now, making offering in the future, with the devotion to the statues, statues has a picture of Buddha. You see, no differences, no slightest differences in the benefits. Oh, you have done that. Oh, you have done that. So this is a holy object, so humbly precious. Unbelievable. So the tangas, pictures, the statues, small, big one. In your house, send us. So unbelievable. So outside in the whole object, the stupas or statues must do like this. Must do. There's 8 benefits or 10 benefits. For prostration, this must do this. Remembering, best is your Guru Guru manifests in this for you to be free from samsara and to achieve enlightenment. So as I told you before, you must do this. Use your hands at least to collect merit. Even you don't look around, but it's from power. Must do this. Make it useful for your body, even the hands. That numberless sentiments suffered for you from beginningless rebirth, your parents, this life. Suffered so much. So make it useful, beneficial. Then that's the true repair kindness. So anyway, so equal the merit and the rapid aspect result. Rapid aspect result, equal merit and the rapid aspect result equal. You see now, at the moment offering Buddha, and the future with the devotion, then offering to the statues too. Exactly the same. Same. There's nothing more Buddha, nothing. That is the Buddha's blessing. So ordinary beings do not know this. Therefore, where Buddha didn't descend, there's no the statue statue. There's no, where Buddha didn't descend, there's no statue of Buddha. The picture, there's no holy object, a statue of Buddha. Where Buddha did not descend. So Buddha descended in this world, so there's statue of Buddha. So the statues, stupa, sculpture, Tago lalo namna me. In the outlying country, or do not have these whole objects. Devanana image. Once the Buddha's teaching degenerates, it doesn't have. Therefore, the mudek chosen, non-level beings, mudepa, non-level beings. The Basbundu, Cherameva, Tantra, manual school, mathematical, South Tantric schools, those becomes a level step towards to understand Pasankhya's view emptiness. You know, it is a helpful to that. But you see, now the Hindu example with that, it doesn't become stable to understand a Pasankhya's view. You know? So these are tag. Bhaktivinoda, Tantra, all this tag level to understand Pasankhya's view. So Hindu is a mudekva, non-level. So it doesn't help to understand. So therefore they are called a mudekva, non-level. Mudekva, Chapter explained. Mudek, chosen is animal. So they don't see the whole object. If the animals, they don't see the whole object. Therefore, the Gusu Juvayi, so they like, pictures or statues, all that, the manifestation of the Buddha. Okay, yeah, so, then another quotation, because I didn't finish, and then stop there. The Al-Qada, do they publish it? Alaman Suda, do they publish it? What's it in English? Huh? Avocado Suda, yeah. Avocado. Suda avocado. So there it says the poverty. Jawa Teta Tongdo Chaba Chebejang. The Buddha's, if you see Buddha, if you hear about Buddha, if you make offering Buddha, Chebe Sonam Pungbu Pepajus. It increases innumerable merits by seeing, hearing, with the Buddha's Buddha stupa. You hear, you see, transcendental enlightenment. For example, transcendental enlightenment is even by hearing. You see one people. Oh, that's it. What's the merit you call it? Innumerable, temeba, immeasurable merit you collect by seeing. Each time you see, as I mentioned to you already yesterday. So seeing and make offering. So temeba, sunna increases the immeasurable merit. Nyomo kore dungal tamje pangkyudu. So this same thought disturbing thoughts to cause samsara, then all the suffering of samsara, or they get abandoned. You see, you become free from that, become abandoned. So each time you use the whole object. Seeing, hearing, making. Duche dinam, pamatun, seminjur. So I asked one abbot, Kaichu, who also teaches in Sopama, so Duche dinam, pamatun, seminjur. So he said, so Pamatun asked us, so he said, these cultural phenomena never get wasted. So seeing the whole object, seeing, hearing, making, so immeasurable marriage, right? So all this never get wasted, never get lost. Then whatever you pray in front of that, you're going to succeed. It is mentioned in the Jambal Singhi in the Tembale. Jambal Singhi in the Tembales. From the text, showing the qualities of Mandashiri Pure Land. Chönan tamze jen yinde dumbechana rupdune. Chönan tamze jen yinde all the existence are conditioned. Dumbechana rupdune. So it is up to the wishes you have. Dumbechana rupdune. Kange malum chitaba, whatever prayer you do, te do, taba do, whatever prayer you do, the result you will achieve. So it's very powerful. So I just stop there. Okay, I think so. We did finish one big stupa in Thame recently, some months ago. Buddha shaped like Buddha stupa. Buddha stupa. As I said, built like that. Not so big as a Buddha, but smaller. So we finished some months ago. There was earthquake. There was a stupa a long time ago. I think I want to attend the tantra. Couldn't come. So his father's father, grandfather, they involved. They built the stupa. So that was during earthquake. There was kind of ruined. So built. So the old people, mother, fathers, they want to see the stupa rebuilt before they die. So the first year when I was Sulakumbu, he didn't ask me, but the second year he was Sulakumbu, so they expressed this. So I think it kind of went in the heart, and so I was Australia. So he asked, so we built. So the manager, Kapon Tempachut, the monk, who's been manager for so many years, he was very lucky. So we finished stupa, big stupa. Then so downstairs prayer bowl. We didn't pray before. So anyway, so I'm supposed to go back after this year or something to bless this store. The people expect. Then when they go, the large stupa, the same size as Yangtze, so that's supposed to finish this year or next year. But inside the statues are, so many statues have been built. So anyway, Kasure, whatever you can, try to collect great cause of enlightenment, and just Then Kasuri. Oh. The Buddha stupa and Swami stupa. So before the day of the Buddha's special days, we offer the Kasuri. We paint the stupa with the saffron and then the then the cannibal, the round thing, the canopy, huh? What's it called? Canopy, round, then banner on the top. So that's what we try to offer for many years, so many years ago. Now we offer every month, or 15th and every month, Swaminath and the Buddhanath. Swaminath happened much later. So like that. And then the Buddha statue in Buddha, so over every 15th, every month. I think one time, I think 2 times or 1 time, I think every 15th over robes. Over robes to the holy body. And the Tibet, the Shakyamuni Buddha statue, Chokan, then over gold, once over gold, on the Buddha's special day, I think maybe something like that. And over robe to the Buddha in Tibet. And then also gold for the 3 chairs statue. Padala, it came from Nepal, from the wood, injured, not made by a human being. So that there are 4 around Nepal and Jirong and so Padala that. So gold not doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. Kasuri. Then Kasuri. So many years ago, then Kasuri offering Buddha's Day, offering to the Sanghas, Sara, Katha, then Kapon, also Nalanda and Genesis Institute, nuns. So like that, we offer food to Rinpoche monastery. But now not, before, a long time ago. And then, so anyway, to collect merit, you see, now the Sara monastery, the food, Sara Che, for many years we have been offering food, breakfast, dinner, lunch, all that. So now we collected a fund, 5 million, and so they get the money from that, more than 5 million. They get the money from that for their food to go around. So now they return back to Sarah College, and so that they do. Now the food hasn't gone down, so it's very good. So that then of course then other things they help the schools, their Tibetan schools and several schools, and then the old folks home, Tibetan old folks home, things like that, to try to help then they liberate Visakhapatnam, the goods. In America, the Washington and the Upton's house, every week liberated animals. We buy the fishing worms we buy the fishing worms and so liberate them. Recite mantra. I wrote a book how to liberate, so do that and then purify them with blessed water, and then take around the relics and the stupas and like that. And it's buried in the earth, the other animals as well as other animals as well. So mainly the fishing worms. We've done for so many years. Try to help and also the sentiments like that. Then there are two monks at Washington retreat place, Amitabha Pure retreat place. So they touching. He was at Narendra, and then he was studying philosophy. They go Lung, much Lung. Then he came there to serve. So he does every week. There's less than 100 ants nest. First two are found. Then I the text how to make charity for the ants, Zamba, blessed water, and the Zamba and all the blessed. So I begin with that. So then he now found, I don't know, but when I was there, less than 100 ant nests. So he make a charity for the. So I have to explain recite mantra, bless Zamba, that so that totally finishes, I think, in 1 week or after a few days, totally. So like that, as much as possible, how they practice, quite virtue, anyway, this basic one, what I remember, so like that as much as possible to help the sentient beings. So like that, So as much as possible like that, the idea, example of what you can do. I mean, you see, everyday life, whatever you can do. I mean, help the insects, whatever people, whatever you can help. So make create virtue, practice dharma, create virtue, help sentient beings, even that way, whatever you can. So, and then you see, then you live life, happy life, satisfied life, happy life. Oh, then you die with happiness. You die with happiness, no regret, total rejoicing. Then you go to like that, from life is more and more beneficial for sentient beings to go to enlightenment. So okay, so I'll stop here. There's a benefit that the Buddha explained. If you make charity, one hair to sentient being, size of hair, then you collect merit, you don't get reborn in the Lord in for 800 million eons. 800, no, Huh? 80? Huh? 80,000 eons. 80,000 eons are, you don't get reborn origins. And, yeah, unbelievable, again, I don't know the quotation by heart. So unbelievable wealth and success from life to life. Then at the end you achieve enlightenment. Oh, that's what the quotation Buddha said. During my teaching, if you make charity, such help somebody, it's the result like that. Oh, so unbelievable. So I recite that into the sur practice. I don't get done every day, but morning Zambala water and the charity, the 3 types of water to charity, practice, general suffering, most suffering, the most suffering, then 3 or 4 the bread, the food, practice. I don't get done in the morning here. So evening at the sur, that was not all the time. They don't get done everywhere. So yeah. So yeah. So I stop here. What I planned didn't happen. It's a continuation of the emptiness. Continuation of the emptiness, but didn't happen. Once I begin, then it went on. So sorry. So just to give an idea, the reason why I explain just some things what I do, what I remember, what I do, is to give it an idea what you can do in your life. It's much beneficial to other sentient beings. You understand? Okay. Instead, only worry to your life in the one I can be happy, one I can be happy, one I can be happy, or only living life with that, and then you see, only with worry and fear, and then you finish life. Not so. Not doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to live like that. Okay. Tajo Sajo Rinpoche Maje Wana Jeje Jeba Nema Kone Kondo Bewara. You did all the past, present, future, married to collected by me. Future married to collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas. That which do not exist, exist but do not exist from its own side at all. But I who do not exist, exist but do not exist from its own side at all. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists but do not exist from its own side at all. Lead all the sentient beings who exist but do not exist from its own side at all. Lead to the Buddhahood which exists but do exist from its own side at all. Brahma, self alone, who exists but do not exist from its own side at all. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.